How does it feel to be at the White House, ma'am?
Oh my gosh, it's such an incredible feeling. This is my first time at the White House celebrating Diwali, and it just feels so special because, this has been a challenging year in so many ways, and to wrap it up like this and, hearing all the amazing speeches, especially Dr. Vivek Murthy talk about, us being the light and, to whatever comes our way, to be that source of light was amazing, and it just feels incredible to, meet everybody. A lot of familiar faces, meeting some people for the first time whom I've interacted with. So it just feels wonderful.
And how are Indian Americans celebrating Diwali this year?
This year is special because I know a lot of my friends are very busy campaigning for their candidates, getting the vote out. We know it's a very important year, and we have a lot of important choices to make. So I think everyone's kind of in that election mode, but also Diwali is just around the corner. People are excited. It's also falling on the day of Halloween, and close to the weekend. So I think all of my friends and family are very excited.
All right, thank you so much for speaking with us. So you at the White House celebrating Diwali. How does it feel?
It feels momentous as always. It's such a special time to be in this country, to see our community being recognized and celebrated in this way. This is, of course, the White House was not the place it used to be celebrated. This is now only the second time in U.S. history, if my memory serves me correctly, that the White House is celebrated here. And they've really transformed the place. The White House, as President Biden said, is our house. And for us as Indian Americans, it's so wonderful to be welcomed in this way, to see the place so beautifully decorated with marigolds. The band is playing Indian music. Everyone is dressed in their best wears. It's a great way to kick off the season.
Last question. How are you celebrating Diwali this year? And as an Indian American, as an Hindu American, what would you tell people to do this Diwali?
Well, I think one of the things is we do have an election, so go out and vote. Diwali is a time for us to remember not only that knowledge dispels ignorance, but that we each hold a light and we can spread that light. And one way to do that is to vote on the issues that are important to us and making sure that the people who are going to protect our community, the people who are going to uphold the values of equal protection and civil rights are the ones that we put into office.
So, is this your first time celebrating Diwali at the White House?
Yes.
And what was the most special thing about it today?
It was really special to see President Biden acknowledge the hard work of families who came here in the 70s and 80s, the sacrifices that they made to support their children, and the story that has created for our families in terms of our future in the country, the opportunities that we have, and our path to success and inclusion.
How do you celebrate Diwali? Like in family tradition. Like, how do you do it?
We have Indian food, sweets. I have a 6-year-old, so I make either treats for his class or an arts and craft activity for him.
Now, and I have to ask you this, it could be a very different America in like next 10 days. Are you worried at all about, who would come into the next administration? Like Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? I mean, are you worried at all, or you're like, America will be fine either ways?
My hope is that the South Asian community is going to be fine regardless of the outcome. We're one of the fastest growing, most engaged minority groups in the country. We have a powerful voice, and I hope to see it exercised regardless of the administration.
Thank you so